It's my privilege to introduce to you Chris Boden. Chris is the principal of McPhee Elementary School, one of our community partners whom we've been in relationship with for a very long time, and she's going to share a moment of gratitude with us.
Thank you. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I just want you to know I spent the last 4 minutes making sure my right foot was awake because started to panic a little bit, but it's great to see so many friendly faces. I know many of you from you being present at McPhee or from my time at Calvin Crest, or maybe just from 50 years as a Presbyterian. So it's really good to be here. I promise I won't take very long. I just wanted to talk to you for a minute about what's happening at McPhee and your connection there, because I know you're in a time of reflection about what God is asking you to do and how God is asking you to love his people. And so I just wanted to paint a picture about what's happening at McPhee so that you could see how your gifts have impacted the kids in this community. I know sometimes giving can feel really abstract, and it's hard to put a face with it because it feels like what you do here seems so far away from what's happening with your gifts. And so I want to tell you about what's happening with your gifts. At McPhee, you are really embedded in the work that we do there on a daily basis, but there's 4 main areas where you're involved. One of those ways is every month we have a food market. It replaces what used to be the backpack program, but every month you have a core faithful group of people who come over and pack up groceries for people to take home. And I can assure you that without those groceries that go home on that Friday, those families would not have food for the weekend. So thank you for that. Your church has provided us with lots of volunteers to help in our classrooms so that our kids can learn how to be readers. Our kids have many wonderful things in their lives, but what they don't have outside of us at school is people that can teach them how to read. That's our job. So with your help, we're able to make that happen more frequently and better. So thank you for that. There's another way that you're involved, and that is with just funds for emergency needs, things that we don't anticipate that come up with families in crisis. And lastly, we use your space. We're full. We're so full with kids and families that we don't have a place to teach our English classes for parents. So we have a program called Family Literacy, and they meet here. We use some of your classrooms, and I don't know if you've ever been here during the week, but it's really wonderful when you walk in and see all those moms and dads, mostly moms, learning to speak English. And while they're doing that, their little kids are next door getting quality childcare. So thank you for that. I want to tell you about one family in particular that really has been on my heart lately when I was working on how I could share the story of your connection to McPhee. Last year, you might remember some immigration things changed, some policies changed, and we had a big giant caravan of families that were traveling across South and Central America to get to the United States. And when they got to the southern border, there was a family there that got detained for many months. And then eventually they were released and they were relocated here to Lincoln, Nebraska. And they were relocated right here just a few blocks away from this church. And so their daughter came to McPhee as a first grader without any English. And her mom got into Family Literacy, the program that is here. So every day mom came to English classes and she brought the little kids with her so that they had safe quality childcare while she was learning English. And meantime, dad got a job and the family stabilized. So every month mom came on Fridays to get food at the food market, and your members faithfully packed up food for them so that they had things to eat over the weekend because the job wasn't good enough, didn't pay enough to support everything that they needed. And some really generous community members donated the rest of the things that the family needed to survive. When you come from Guatemala, you don't usually have snow boots and coats. But we made sure all those things happened because of your generosity. So I just want you to know that your gifts of love make a difference, and they really do impact kids here in Lincoln and right here in this neighborhood. And so, again, I just wanted to say thank you for your continued involvement, and just our intentionally developing relationship is so important to us. So thank you for just loving God's kids.